I'm Suzanne McNeill with Design Originals, and today I want to talk to you about more variations of the 10-minute block quilts. So here's a star quilt. Look at those centers. Aren't they interesting? These are a variation of my 10-minute block that so many people like to put together. So let me show you another variation. Here's another beautiful 10-minute block. This one's a sampler, so every block is different. Variations of 10-minute blocks. Actually 12 different blocks. So today I want to just give you a quick demo of how to make this block. Isn't that like an optical illusion? It's so much fun to put it together. So here I have my pieces. I actually have 5 half square triangles. I'm going to take the one in the center and I'm going to fold that in half. And then I'm going to place that on the upper right block and line it up here to this corner. The next thing I'm going to do is take this one, turn it over. So now that I have these right sides together, I'm going to sew a seam right along here. There are actually only 2 seams to put the center in this block. So here's another one I've already made, and here's the seam along the right hand side. When I open that up, here's what that looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and lay it right here. Turn this one over on top and sew a seam right along here. So now that I've sewn that seam, I've opened this up, and so here we go, and this is what it looks like in the bridge shape, is what I call it, sort of an H or a bridge shape. So now here's the magic part. I take this and I refold it. I put those corners together. I open that up, and here I need to open up this little pocket and flatten that out really nice. I like to pin this seam so it'll lay nice and flat, and I'm going to sew a seam right along the edge here. So after I sew that seam, then when I open this up, miraculously that center turns and becomes on point, and so that's what makes these colors line up in this manner. Now I just take that center, and I like to roll mine down. So since this is on the bias, I can just take my fingers and roll that over, and then I top stitch right along that edge. If you do want to see, this is open the way I top stitched it. This one is sealed. The way I sealed this one is once I got my pressed my roll under, I just sewed a seam right along that pressing line there. And then when I rolled it back and top stitched it, it gave a totally sealed seam, both here and here. So either way works. It's just beautiful. I just love the sampler quilt. So the sampler quilt is in the new book, 10-minute blocks 2, and it's all inspired by the 10-minute blocks. And so many people have enjoyed my first 10-minute blocks, I wanted to come out with the second one.